We were talking just a few minutes ago. You all right, Pat? You're good.
No.
I was afraid Pat was going to have an aneurysm.
Very close.
Barack Obama is decided now he's going to take responsibility. No, I'm sorry. No,
not him.
No, he wants Mitt Romney to take responsibility because if he wants to be president, you okay? Okay. If you want to be president, you have to remember what Harry Truman didn't say.
You know, Harry Truman said the buck stops with you.
Not what he said.
Not what he said. He said the buck stops here, Mr. President. It's not with you over there. The buck stops with you.
That could be the greatest quote of the entire campaign right there.
I think that
really
is.
Could.
Romney's got to use that.
I would make a TV commercial out of that. I really would. I would make a whole TV commercial. The buck stops with you, where he's denigrating America. He says that we can't do it, that we're, you've got Eric Holder saying we're a nation of cowards. Write this commercial. Would you make this commercial, Stu?
Okay.
Make this commercial because this commercial should be made. We're a nation of cowards. He's always apologizing. He says that, too many things are in your way. You won't be able to make it. George Bush is the one who caused this economy, et cetera, et cetera. Make a commercial. Barack Obama. The buck stops with you. Because that's all he's done. He's blamed everything on somebody else. It's great.
He has never once taken responsibility.
Relax.
For anything.
Stop it. All right. Can we make it through the Rahm Emanuel?
I don't know. David Axelrod and Rahm Emanuel.
Okay, here's what happened. Some point in the last week or so, a focus group was done, and people said they're tired of people blaming other people, and they want somebody to take responsibility. And so the Obama administration is decided that they're just going to make their weakness their strength and just say Mitt Romney won't take responsibility. Here's Stop it. You're going to have I'm worried about you. Here you go.
You look like you're having an aneurysm right now,
I
Pat.
feel like I'm having an aneurysm.
All right, here it is.
All right.
What he's saying is, well, I left before they actually moved these jobs to China and to Mexico, and I'm not going to be held responsible for it. Harry Truman had a plaque on his desk saying the buck stops here. If Mitt Romney became president, he'd have a placard on his desk saying the buck stops there. If you're the head man, you have to take responsibility, and he's going to have to explain that to the American people.
Unbelievable.
Is that
unbelievable? Can I tell you something? America, if we choose to reelect this man, we deserve everything we get. We deserve our destruction. We do. We are at the point where it's a clear choice. It's such a clear choice. And that's what really frightens me, because I really think we have a reprieve here. I think we have a chance to say what Thomas Jefferson said, don't worry, the people will get it right. We really do have a chance to get it right and correct this course. If we don't, we deserve our destruction. Because they're telling you, they're feeding it to us. They're saying, I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to destroy you. Look at me. I'm the destroyer. Here, have some more. They're saying it every time. Every time. But wait, there's more.
You can't, as President of the United States, you can't have a sign on your desk that gone fishing. You can't put that on that desk. It's basically the buck stops there. You can't say to the SEC, I was the CEO, chairman, and president, but I'm not responsible. I'm not accountable.
These guys can't bring themselves to say the buck stops here.
No,
They can't.
No,
Well, one
David
of the
Axelrod
three?
did.
One
out
of
of
the
three.
I mean, that's a low percentage for a quote. And I love the idea that the argument here is, well, he says he wasn't there, and you can't just say, well, the Bucks, you got to be the buck stops here. Not after you leave. Truman didn't say that when Kennedy was president. He said it when he was president.
Yeah, he said it doesn't matter what has happened. Doesn't matter what's happened in the past. Doesn't matter what's happened in my administration. The buck stops here. So I will take responsibility. The guy, Pat, has Barack Obama ever taken responsibility for the economy? And
Walk away.
Okay, stop. Walk away.
Okay,
walk away.
Okay,
We got to stop talking about this. Okay, walk away. Walk away.
All right. Maybe we should just talk about something else.
Okay.
The New York Times today is reporting that it looks like Romney for VP is leaning towards Tim Pawlenty.
All right, walk away, Glenn. Just walk away.
It can't be true.
Walk away from the microphone,
walk away.
Glenn.
No, please.
Just walk away.
And he will blow his voice out.
Yeah, he will.
No, stop.
He will.
No,
It
stop.
won't be an aneurysm we have to worry about with him.
No.
He won't be able to speak the rest of the
show
day.
is about to be over. Is Glenn now halfway across the studio on his knees. He's now on his knees, screaming.
See, the problem is
He doesn't seem to be a
he
fan.
doesn't seem to be a fan of Tim Pawlenty.
At least in this particular role.
What is it? You don't want
What?
two moderates on the ticket? Two former liberals on the GOP ticket?
Don't start with me with two moderates. So what you want is a ticket. What you want is a ticket with both a Massachusetts conservative and a Minnesota conservative.
That's the roots of all conservatism, Minnesota and Massachusetts.
It really is. Romney. Maybe you have polling. Maybe you have divine inspiration. I don't know. But let me tell you the inspiration from Glenn. Lose. You will lose.
See, I think they probably are looking at it and seeing, A, he's not the type of guy who will hurt you, say something crazy. He can handle the press pretty well. He's going to be able to come off and give a less offensive
I'm going to blow up
version.
my voice if I do it again. So would you do it for me? Thank you, Pat.
But that's what their calculation is,
Paul
right?
Ryan would do all those things for him. And he's more conservative. Paul
Ryan's
Ryan
the guy pushing people off the edge of cliffs and
Yeah.
wheelchairs. I mean, that's what they're going to.
I mean,
with
if you
Pawlenty,
can handle that
So
argument.
what? We just elected the most liberal man to ever be in the Senate of the United States. And then he did Mr. Hair Plug, Mr. I've got union members currently working on the restructuring of my head so it doesn't quite look like cornrows have been planted in my head. Mr. Joe Biden, are you kidding me?
No, look, I agree with you on this. I think Ryan would be great. But I think when you're talking about the internal voices in Romney's head in this campaign.
Internal voices, here's the one. Mitt, it's your father. Don't make the same mistake I did. That's the only thing he ever hears. Get past your father's failures. Look, may I say, Mitt, are you ready to go into the cave? Right there in the swamp? Go into the cave. Fight what you're most afraid of. Mitt, I am your father. I made one mistake in a campaign in 1968. You won't let it go. Let it go, man. Let it go. Let it go. How is it?
So you think it's a response to like one big mistake in the campaign sunk his father, and you think he doesn't want to repeat that?
I think Mitt Romney, and this is the good thing about Mitt Romney. The good thing about Mitt Romney is he doesn't make mistakes. The good thing about Mitt Romney, he'll never say anything that will embarrass us. The good thing about Mitt Romney is he is, I'm running out of good things. He is...
Man of character.
He's a man of character. He really is a man of character. The bad thing about Mitt Romney is he is afraid of his own shadow. He is afraid of being bold. I really believe that. He's afraid of being bold. Be bold, Mitt. These times call for bold action. And if you put another liberal already, nobody trusts that you are a conservative.
Yeah, but he just thinks there's enough power in the name Barack Obama to bring out conservatives. And he's going to
Nobody gets elected
guess.
by what you're not going to do.
even when it's Barack Obama? I mean, honestly,
Look,
if he put on, some
put Condoleezza
puppet,
Rice on. I know what I said on Friday, but put Condoleezza Rice on.
She's better than Pawlenty.
She's better than Pawlenty.
That's not
She'll
gonna
fire
You've got
some people up. At least.
Yeah, she will.
She would.
She
at
will.
least it's an exciting pick.
And she can play the piano.
she's very
She's
good
a
at the
concert
piano.
pianist.
And she knows the NFL.
And no, what she really does know is Russia. And Russia is going to be a very, very bad enemy.
But honestly, if he put, you were saying you would vote for your shoe over Barack Obama. If he put your shoe as VP,
but
you'd still vote for Romney.
What you've done is just put a shoe and a high-heeled shoe next to it. It's like, I can't wear both of those shoes.
I just think that there's definitely a guy in the campaign.
Put a shoehorn in there. Just put a shoehorn. I'm not asking for another shoe. I'm asking for a shoehorn. Help me into the shoe, Mitt. Help me into this shoe. You know, when you buy a car, when you had one of your people buy one of your wife's many, many cars, did not somebody in the car dealership say, what can I do to get you into this car? Help me. Help me help you, please. Help me help you. You don't need to be an extremist. You don't need to be crazy. You don't need to do anything. Help me help you. Please. Please, Mitt. Don't put somebody else on the ticket that, loved global warming. Please. Please don't put... I know. I've talked to Tim Valenti. I believe him. He had to do the things he had to do for Minnesota. And you had to do the things you had to do for Massachusetts. Give me somebody who did the right thing somewhere. Help me help you. Listen to your feelings.
You've just mixed your movie metaphors there. But
not in the end.
That's right.
In the end, son, you have already saved me. How's that one?
Not
save
great.
your father.
It wasn't great.
There's still something good in your father. Still save him. You could save him. Pull the mask off him. Save him. He would say, anybody but Plenty. Anybody but Plenty. Anybody but Plenty.
I think that's but there's a strategist saying, look,
yes,
but Barack Obama has
the same
brought us
strategists that keep losing for the Republicans. They're all the same damn strategists who keep losing for us.
But they're reacting, I think, inaccurately to the Sarah Palin thing. And they're saying, well, Palin became the whole story. This needs to be about Obama. If you make it about your VP pick, then you're not going to be able to focus on Obama.
I bet that's exactly what they're thinking.
That's happening. I'm not saying I agree with it, but that's
then
happening.
pick somebody else vanilla from someplace else that actually has a spine.
Paul Ryan. Paul Ryan
has a spine. There's no doubt about that.
Paul Ryan.
In Wisconsin, saying the things
I'll
that he
take
says.
Bill, the chiropractor.
Bill the chiropractor. Okay, Bill. I like
Take
Bill.
the chiropractor.
Bill's pretty good. He's got a
Bill's
spine.
good.